waters of the Amazon lie still, like a mirror. Suddenly, a faint ripple breaks the silence, then vanishes. Two round eyes emerge from the hyacinths, cold, unmoving. In that moment, the rainforest holds its breath. Not a stone, not a branch, but an anaconda, the dark giant of the swamps. It waits, one mistake from its prey, and the river will explode. Who will survive when this giant strikes? In the Orinoco Basin, on the border of Venezuela and Colombia, the first light of day spreads across brown-red waters. A peaceful scene unfolds. Catfish stir below, kingfishers dive like arrows. Howler monkeys call from the treetops. Yet beneath the surface, the green anaconda, the largest snake on Earth, remains motionless. Some reach 8 meters, weighing over 200 kilos. Their dark green scales, mottled with black, render them almost invisible. In rivers, marshes, and flooded forests, stillness is the ultimate weapon. They sense every shift in the water. The faint stir of a flock of whistling ducks, the splash of a peccary at the shore, nothing escapes. Anacondas don't need to hunt daily. One great meal can sustain them for weeks, even months. That is why each ambush is a razor's edge between success and starvation. Night descends. Moonlight drapes the Orinoco in silver. The snake begins to glide out from the reeds, soundless, immense. Its body coils through the dark. Then prey appears. A capybara, the world's largest rodent, steps down to drink. Ears twitch, eyes scan, muscles tense. Yet water is both sanctuary and trap. In a flash, the river erupts. The anaconda lunges, coils clamping around the capybara. The squeeze crushes its chest, stealing every breath. No venom, no fatal bite, only raw muscle. Each frantic struggle tightens the grip. Within minutes, the fight is over. In slow motion, the snake's eyes remain calm, its body relentless. Once still, the feast begins. Its jaws unhinge, stretching wide, swallowing a body larger than its own head. The process lasts hours, but this is what evolution designed it for. Yet in the Amazon, no hunt is guaranteed. Even giants face danger. In Brazil's Pantanal wetlands, another predator lurks, the black caiman. Reaching 7 meters, armed with jaws of bone-crushing power, it can challenge the anaconda itself. As the snake constricts its prey, a surge of water announces the caiman's arrival. The river churns into chaos. Two titans collide beneath the murk. The caiman snaps, searching for a grip. The anaconda coils tighter, refusing to surrender its kill. A brutal contest of power. The caiman has bite force unmatched, but the snake has flexibility in water's embrace. Minutes drag. Finally, the caiman releases, sinking back into the depths. The anaconda, still wrapped around the capybara, slips away into deeper, safer waters. Dawn returns to the Orinoco. The sky glows with amber and rose. Beneath the hyacinths, the anaconda lies still, body swollen with its hard-won prize. For weeks, it will not move, locked in slow digestion. Around it, the forest continues. The cries of monkeys, the wings of parrots, the distant bellow of caimans. Yet somewhere in the brown current, a massive shape stirs again. With muscle forged by evolution, with camouflage perfected by shadow, the green anaconda embodies survival. But in this Amazon world where jaguars, caimans, and piranhas also reign, can it truly be the undisputed master? That question lingers, like the endless whisper of the rainforest, long after the screen fades to black. Across the Serengeti plains, dust erupts into the morning light. A herd of gazelles explodes forward, swift as wind. Behind them, golden shadows crouch low in the tall grass. Every leap, every heartbeat, holds the razor edge between life and death. A roar tears through the silence, spilling dawn itself. This is the realm of lions, Africa's supreme predators. Yet even kings must choose their prey, which 5 animals have shaped their reign across millennia. The Serengeti, stretching across Tanzania and Kenya, is one of Earth's fiercest natural arenas. Here lions rule, not by speed or stealth alone, but by unity. Unlike the solitary leopard or cheetah, their power lies in the pride. At sunrise, lionesses spread out, eyes fixed on the smallest twitch of movement. Their first target, the Thompson's gazelle. Fragile, alert, only a few dozen kilos in weight. They live in tight herds, wired for flight. With bursts that reach 60 kilometers an hour, they can outpace most hunters, yet teamwork changes the equation. A juvenile straying too far, an elder slowed by fatigue, those become the meals that sustain a pride generation after generation. Further north, near the Grumeti River, zebra herds drift cautiously to water. Black and white stripes blur into dazzling confusion, a living illusion. But isolation breaks the spell. A single zebra caught apart becomes a clear target. They're powerful creatures, one kick can shatter bone. Still, the prize is worth the gamble. A single adult zebra can feed the pride for days. Making the risk one lions return to again and again. At the wetlands near Lake Ndutu, the sound of buffalo carries like thunder. Half-ton beasts with sweeping horns. Their presence alone commands respect. For lions, they are both prey and peril. Kill requires coordination. Some lions harass from the rear, others circle to block escape. But a single misstep invites disaster. A charging buffalo can cripple or kill in seconds. It is a hunt of courage, where success means days of abundance, and failure means blood in the dust. Night falls over Tarangire. From burrows and shadows emerge warthogs. Small, stubborn, unpredictable. They dart in zigzags, tusks flashing, diving for safety at the first sign of danger. For lion cubs, warthogs are training ground fast, fierce, and wily. For adults, they are quick meals, crucial when larger prey is scarce. Their risk is lower, their reward smaller, but in the rhythm of survival, every catch matters. Then comes the Great Migration. Along the Mara River, straddling the border of Tanzania and Kenya, wildebeest move in endless tides. Hundreds of thousands surge across. Bawling, stumbling, colliding, chaos fills the air. In that storm, the weak and the clumsy fall behind. Lions wait. One bite to the throat ends the panic, and a bounty of flesh follows. For the pride, the migration is not just a hunt, it is harvest. A season of plenty in a land of hunger. Hunt after hunt, victories mingle with defeat. Lions succeed only about 30% of the time. Yet persistence, patience, and teamwork have kept them atop Africa's food chain for millennia. Overhead, vultures spiral down. They will arrive after the kill, ensuring nothing is wasted. The circle of life is brutal, but complete. As the Serengeti burns gold in the setting sun, a lone male stands atop a rise. His mane whips in the wind, eyes scanning herds that stretch to the horizon. Each hunt is a wager. Thompson's gazelles, zebras, buffalo, warthogs, wildebeest, 5 favored prey, 5 measures of skill and survival. On this harsh stage, the king still rules. But for how long can his throne remain secure? Deep in the jungles of Khao Yai, Thailand, a shadow slides silently across the forest floor. It is the king cobra, the longest venomous snake on earth. Unlike its kin that hunt rats or frogs, this giant feeds on its own kind. A ruthless choice, yet one that crowns it as ruler of the reptile world. What secret lies behind this strange and dangerous appetite? In the rainforests of Kerala, India, the air is heavy with moisture. Cicadas buzz endlessly, hidden in the dense shadows. From a damp crevice, a giant slides into view, the king cobra. Its body, more than 4 meters long, glides across the forest floor, every movement deliberate and silent. The forked tongue flickers, tasting the air. Through the Jacobson's organ, each particle carries a message. For this hunter, scent is sight. Among massive roots, a young crate slithers. It moves slowly, unaware of what lurks nearby. The cobra rises, hood flaring. It strikes with the speed of a spear. One deep bite, then it retreats, waiting. The venom does the rest. Unlike pythons that crush their prey, the cobra conserves its strength. It waits as the victim trembles, then stills, a strategy perfected over millions of years. flood Khao Yai Forest in Thailand, the ground turns to mud. A large monitor lizard crawls through the dripping leaves. But just meters away, death waits. The lizard is powerful, armed with claws and sharp teeth. Yet a single bite from the cobra is enough. Its venom attacks the nervous system, paralyzing muscles, silencing the lungs. Within minutes, the struggle is over. But the king is not invincible. In the skies of Myanmar, the crested serpent eagle scans the canopy. Few predators dare to challenge a cobra of this size. Yet from above, the attack is sudden and lethal. On the ground, another enemy waits, the mongoose. Small, fast, immune enough to survive a bite. These two adversaries, bird and mammal, are part of the eternal balance. Even a king must live with fear. In the rainforests of Borneo, another secret is revealed. A female king cobra coils around her nest. She has gathered leaves, building a mound, and guards it fiercely. Weeks will pass before the eggs hatch, and she will not leave. Among snakes, this devotion is rare. For her offspring, survival depends entirely on her watchful defense. Evolution has given the cobra not just power, but the instinct to protect its bloodline. Dusk falls over the red earth of Laos. The cobra's shadow stretches long across the forest floor. Tonight, it does not hunt. It moves slowly, fading into the darkness, leaving only silence in its wake. The jungle remembers its presence. Fear lingers, even after the serpent is gone. From Kerala to Khao Yai, from Myanmar to Borneo, the king cobra's story is one of power, danger, and survival. Apex predator, devoted parent, vulnerable prey, its life is a paradox. But the greatest threat does not come from eagle or mongoose. It comes from us. Roads cut through its forest, farms replace its hunting grounds, villages spread across its kingdom. The throne remains, but it trembles. And so, the question lingers in the humid night air. How much longer will the jungle echo with the silent passage of the king cobra?
En la isla de Flores, en el archipiélago de Komodo, Indonesia, el dragón de Komodo es a la vez un cazador temible y un carroñero incansable. Puede derribar a un búfalo de media tonelada, pero también pelear por un trozo de carne en descomposición. Con su aspecto prehistórico en pleno siglo XXI, ¿es un monstruo invencible o un sobreviviente frágil frente a la dureza de la naturaleza? Al mediodía, en la isla de Komodo, en el Mar de Flores, Indonesia, un dragón de Komodo adulto emerge de la sombra. Casi 3 metros de largo, más de 70 kilos de músculo y escamas. Cada paso pesado se hunde en la tierra roja. Su lengua bífida golpea el aire, mientras el órgano de Jacobson descifra rastros invisibles, incluso el olor de la sangre a kilómetros de distancia. En los bosques secos de Loliang, una cabra montés pasta tranquila. De pronto, el gigante ataca. El dragón no es veloz, apenas 20 kilómetros por hora, pero la emboscada es letal. Una mordida profunda, la sangre corre. Y aunque la presa escape, el veneno de su saliva impide la coagulación. La caza puede durar horas o días. La noche cae sobre la isla Rinca. Los grillos gritan, el viento silba entre los acantilados. A la orilla de un arroyo, un jabalí husmea la tierra. No percibe que, a pocos metros, un dragón reposa bajo las hojas. De repente, la arena estalla, un rugido violento. Los dientes curvados se hunden, los huesos crujen. Su mordida es varias veces más fuerte que la de un humano. Investigaciones recientes confirman, sus toxinas diluyen la sangre y llevan a la presa al shock. Al amanecer en la isla Flores, un búfalo muerto se convierte en festín. Decenas de dragones rodean el cuerpo. Trozos de carne arrancados, huesos quebrados, el barro mezclado con sangre. Hay jerarquía, los grandes comen primero, los pequeños esperan. El dragón no solo es cazador, también limpia el ecosistema, devora carroña y evita epidemias. En las playas de la isla Padar, una hembra cava en la arena. Deposita 20 huevos, los esconde bajo tierra caliente y hojas podridas. Pero la amenaza no está solo afuera. Los adultos son caníbales. Las crías, recién nacidas, trepan a los árboles para salvarse. Comen insectos y huevos de aves, evitando el suelo mortal hasta crecer lo suficiente. En la estación seca, el calor supera los 40 grados. En Komodo, los dragones permanecen inmóviles durante horas, ahorrando energía. Son de sangre fría, su cuerpo depende del sol. Pero cuando llega la ocasión, toda la calma se convierte en furia. En un río seco, un búfalo bebe agua. Desde el matorral, el dragón se lanza, cierra sus fauces sobre la pierna. El búfalo se agita, la sangre salpica. Puede huir por horas, incluso días, pero el rastro lo condena. El dragón lo seguirá hasta el final. Hoy, las Islas Komodo son patrimonio de la humanidad. Aún así, solo quedan unos pocos miles de dragones. El cambio climático, la pérdida de hábitat y la presión humana amenazan su futuro. Al caer el sol en Rinca, un dragón se alza inmóvil, su sombra proyectada sobre la tierra roja. Un vestigio vivo de la prehistoria. Y la pregunta queda, en un mundo que cambia cada día, ¿podrá este cazador primitivo resistir, o será la última voz del pasado?
Where the Ganges River meets the Bay of Bengal, the Sundarbans stretch endlessly, an ocean of roots and mist. In the brackish water, something stirs. Two golden eyes rise above the surface, the Bengal tiger. It swims like a shadow, silent and unseen. Even when the forest sleeps, it hunts. Locals say here, the tiger doesn't just walk the land, it rules both water and fear. A A giant cat that swims, stalks, and vanishes without a sound. What turned this creature into both legend and ghost of the mangrove world? Morning mist lifts slowly over the tropical forests of Asia. From the thicket, a Bengal tiger emerges. Sunlight brushes across its orange coat, every black stripe drawn like ink by nature's hand. It pauses, scenting the air, each step firm yet weightless. The tiger is the largest cat on Earth. A grown male can weigh over 250 kilograms and stretch nearly 3 meters from nose to tail. And yet it moves without a sound. Soft pads beneath its paws absorb every step, turning raw power into silence. After millions of years of evolution, the tiger has mastered the art of disappearance. Unlike lions, tigers live alone. Each one rules a vast territory, sometimes hundreds of square kilometers. They mark the borders with scent and claw marks on trees. Messages only another tiger can read. In this world, territory means life. In India's dry bamboo forests, tigers hunt spotted deer and wild boar. Across the grasslands of Nepal, they track buffalo. And in the frozen valleys of Siberia, the Amur tiger, the largest of all, faces bears in the snow. Wherever they live, the pattern never changes. Hide, approach, strike. A single leap can launch them 6 meters forward at over 50 kilometers per hour. In seconds, the forest falls silent again. But tigers are more than predators. They are guardians of balance. By keeping deer and boar numbers in check, they protect the forest from being eaten bare. Where tigers vanish, the jungle itself begins to fade. A mother tiger raises her cubs alone. She teaches them patience, stealth, and the rhythm of the forest. When grown, each must leave to find its own land, its own silence. Only about half will survive to adulthood. Yet each survivor carries the story of the species forward. Under the midday sun, a tiger cools itself in a stream. Unlike most cats, it loves water. It can swim for kilometers, powerful legs propelling it through the current. In the Sundarban's mangrove swamps, some hunt between tides where land and sea become one shifting world. No two tigers share the same pattern of stripes. Each is a fingerprint written on fur. Scientists now use hidden cameras to recognize individuals by those unique marks. And the images reveal hope. Cubs returning to forests that had long been silent. Still, survival is never easy. As people push deeper into the wilderness, the tiger's realm shrinks. When forests fall, conflict grows. There are fewer than 4,000 left in the wild, a whisper of what once was. Yet across Asia, hope rises. In India, tiger numbers have nearly doubled in 15 years. In Nepal and Thailand, their roars echo again through restored forests. As the day fades, sunlight spills across the tall grass. A male tiger steps forward, its reflection rippling on still water. He pauses, gazing toward the forest, then moves on slow, powerful, eternal. He doesn't need to prove his strength. His very presence is proof of nature's power. Where there are tigers, there is life. And as long as that roar still rolls through the forests of Asia, nature still breathes with us. Dawn creeps over the Purus River in the heart of the Amazon. Beneath it, something vast waits motionless. A green anaconda. 8 meters long, 200 kilos of pure muscle. It doesn't chase, it doesn't rush. Thrives in silence, through patience. How can something so immense vanish completely into the river's calm? Yet this is only one predator among many in the Amazon, a living labyrinth where every hunter, from the black jaguar on land to the harpy eagle above, plays its part in the endless circle of life and death. The Amazon kingdom of silent hunters. Across 6 million square kilometers of tangled forest, every creature is armed with something: claws, venom, or intelligence. Yet few are as feared or as mysterious as the black jaguar. At dawn in the Brazilian Amazon, mist still clings to the leaves. A shadow slips along a muddy riverbank. It is a jaguar, Panthera onca, born with a rare genetic mutation called melanism, a cloak of black that hides faint rosettes beneath the fur. Only about 1 in 20 jaguars carries this gene. But in the dense rainforest, it is the ultimate advantage. The power to vanish. The black jaguar hunts alone. Each step is measured, soundless. In a world where sight fails, hearing and scent take command. Inside its mouth, the Jacobson's organ tastes the air, detecting sweat, blood, even fear. When a red brocket deer or a peccary bends to drink, the strike comes like thunder. Its bite, over 1,300 pounds per square inches, the strongest of all big cats, crushes skulls in a single snap. A large kill can feed it for a week. In this world, survival isn't about how often you hunt, but how perfectly you do it. As the sun climbs, the forest wakes. Voices echo: howlers, macaws, insects, a living storm of sound. Beneath the surface of the Purus River, the water looks calm, hiding something vast. The green anaconda, Eunyctus murinus, the heaviest snake on earth. It is an ambush hunter. No chase, no hiss, just stillness. Body half buried in mud and weeds, it waits. When the world's largest rodent, the capybara, steps into the shallows, the water ripples once, then explodes. Coils tighten with crushing force, over 90 pounds per square inches, stopping blood flow, cracking bone. No venom, only muscle. Once it swallows its prey, the anaconda vanishes for weeks, slowing its heartbeat to half pace. Saving energy, a master of metabolic restraint. Females grow almost twice the size of males during mating season. As many as 10 males wrap around one female in a breeding ball that can stretch for meters, a living knot twisting through the flooded forest. High above, light pierces only in scattered beams. Here reigns the harpy eagle, Harpia harpygia, the most powerful raptor in the Americas. 2-meter wings, talons curved like knives, strong enough to crush bone. It doesn't hunt in open skies, but through the dense canopy, steering with precision between trunks. Its vision is 8 times sharper than ours. It can spot a monkey 200 meters away. When it strikes, there is no warning, only silence, speed, and finality. One blow, and the forest is quiet again. Where harpies disappear, forests change. Without them, monkeys multiply unchecked, stripping young trees bare. Every predator here is a pillar. Remove one, and the whole structure trembles. On the forest floor, another army marches. Hundreds of thousands of driver ants, Eceton burchelli, move like a river of life. They build no permanent home. Each night they weave a living nest, thousands of bodies linking together into a hanging mass. Individually, they are fragile. Together, unstoppable. Biologists call it a superorganism, a colony acting as one body, one mind. It is evolution's proof that cooperation can be as lethal as power. At dusk, light fades to gold. Raindrops fall through the canopy, blending with the drone of frogs and cicadas. On the river, crimson eyes break the surface caimans, patient as statues. Below them, piranhas stir. Despite the legends, they are not maniacs of the river. Most feed on carrion, cleaning what the jungle discards. Without them, decay would choke the waterways. Even scavengers have purpose. Every predator, strong or small, keeps the Amazon alive. In the Amazon, life and death are not enemies, they are partners. Every hunter, from jaguar to anaconda to harpy, plays a note in nature's endless symphony. And within that music, humanity, our clever, restless species, must learn to listen, not to dominate. The forest still breathes, the river still moves, and somewhere in the dark, the eyes of the hunter are watching. Over the frozen skies of Alaska, a white shadow dives like lightning. Wings span more than 2 meters wide, slicing through the icy wind along the cliffs of Prince William Sound. In a single wing beat, talons strike the water, hauling a silver salmon into the air. This is the bald eagle, the ultimate hunter of speed and strength in the north. But what makes it the undisputed ruler of these cold and endless skies? Morning breaks over the lower Chilkat River in Alaska. The cold wind carries the scent of the sea across the tall evergreens. The sky glows pale blue, and the surface of the water flashes like glass. On a bare branch near the shore, a bald eagle stands motionless. Everything seems calm, but beneath the river's surface, thousands of salmon are surging upstream to spawn. The eagle knows this. It doesn't waste energy. It simply adjusts its wings, letting the wind hold it steady. In a land where every calorie can mean survival, stillness becomes a weapon. From afar, the faint sound of rippling water and a lone raven's call break the silence. Nature's pulse quickens. A flash of silver at the water's edge. Instantly, the eagle shifts from stillness to speed. Wings open wide, head low, talons poised. No cry, no hesitation. It drops like a blade, slicing through the air at over 120 kilometers per hour. The impact erupts in a spray of water. Its talons pierce the scales, gripping the writhing fish. With one powerful beat, it lifts a 2-kilogram salmon into the air. Proof of the immense strength hidden in those wings, able to lift 4 times the bird's own weight. But the hunt isn't over. A rival osprey dives from the distance, aiming to steal the prize. The two predators twist in the sky, wings cutting close, talons flashing in the light. The eagle rolls mid-air, using gravity and the wind to its advantage. An acrobatic maneuver few raptors can perform. It steadies itself, clutching the fish tighter, then climbs higher until the intruder retreats. In this world, victory doesn't always belong to the strongest, but to the one who masters timing and endurance. That's how the bald eagle has endured for millennia. High, hollow, but strong enough to slice through bone. Each motion precise, deliberate. The The eagle pauses often, scanning the horizon for crows lurking nearby. Even in abundance, caution is survival. A gust from the bay sweeps past, carrying the smell of salt and blood. Below, the salmon continue their final journey upstream. And above, the eagle watches guardian and predator woven into the endless rhythm of this wild land. Biologists see the bald eagle not only as a symbol of power, but as a measure of ecological health. Its comeback after the DDT ban became a lesson in nature's resilience, proof that life rebounds when given the chance. The bald eagle is a living sensor of the ecosystem's balance, reminding us that strength lies in harmony. As dusk falls over the Wrangell Mountains, the sun burns red behind the pines. The eagle spreads its wings and glides across a still lake. Golden light shimmers over its white feathers. In that moment, it's no longer a hunter, it's the spirit of the wilderness itself, carried by wind and eternity. Everything quiets, leaving only the rhythm of its wings echoing across the open sky. And as its shadow fades beyond the horizon, one question lingers. In a world increasingly ruled by humans, is the way